All rise. Judge Vonda B court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Griffiths.
Thank you.
Yes.
You all may be seated. Mr. Griffith, you brought this case before the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, I'm raising two grandkids. I'm the legal guardian of those two grandkids. They were sired by my son here.
Oh, this is your son?
Dude, man.
That's my son.
Okay.
Sometimes embarrassed to admit it, but anyway. And so I'm here today to try to get him to start contributing to the raising of these children. Now, I'm a personal banker. I've made decent money over the years.
Okay.
I'm hitting retirement age, and I just think it's time.
Judge Vonda B. Bailey presides over the Griffith versus Griffith case at the beginning of the video. Grandfather and legal guardian Mr. Griffith is suing his son, the children's biological father, for child support. He clarifies that his son has not contributed financially and that he has been raising the children on his own since their mother is no longer involved. The case sets the stage for a broader conversation about parental duty and the legal responsibility of providing financial support, as addressed by Judge Vonda.
Is children involved in any type of extracurricular activities or anything?
Oh yeah, they're getting up to the age where sports are there. I'm having to run across town to soccer and then,
I'm there too, man.
Obviously not, and I'm not talking to you, so I need you to wait your turn.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I hate to admit it, but I've told him since he's a kid he's worthless, and I think it's bearing out. But,
Well, sir, that's not very nice, and we're not here to talk about your son in that way. We're here to get some support, financial support for your grandkids, okay?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So, kids involved in extracurricular activity, your son, their dad is not helping. Has he given you any money at all for the kids?
He has given me no money at all, and he's not taking responsibility. He comes by and sees the kids occasionally, but he has not been much of a father to them at all.
Okay. Where is the mother?
Well, she couldn't take much, I guess, of him anymore, so she left.
I kicked her out.
You what?
Excuse
kicked
me?
her out.
Excuse me.
I bet.
Yes, ma'am.
In just a moment, you can have your time.
Yes,
just a moment. So she's not...
During his testimony, Mr. Griffith explains that he has been the sole provider for his grandchildren, who are 13 and 15 years old. He emphasizes that his son, the children's father, has not made any financial contributions or taken on any meaningful parental responsibilities. The children's involvement in extracurricular activities adds to the financial burden. Mr. Griffith is visibly upset about his son's lack of accountability and hopes the court will intervene to compel him to contribute. After praising the grandfather's dedication, Judge Vonda turns to hear the son's side of the story.
Not anymore, and we haven't heard from her in quite some time.
Okay.
I think the kids still remember her and they miss her, but, you know.
How old are the kids?
Huh?
How old are the kids?
13 and 15.
13 and 15. Okay. Now, is there anything else you would like for me to know before I move to him?
Well, he goes a long time without working, and now he finally has a part-time job, I think, now, and probably couldn't afford much, but more than the money, I think it's time that he starts showing some manly responsibility. He's never done it before.
And I definitely agree. Sir, now it's your turn.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you have to say about what your father said in terms of not giving any financial support for the support of your children?
It's hard. I just got a job.
Okay.
I can
How much
start
are you
paying
working?
Part-time, like
Part-time?
20, 30 hours a week up at the shoe place.
Still a loser.
Okay, sir, that's not very
It can
nice.
turn into
We're not going to do any type of name calling in this courtroom, okay?
Yes,
You guys are not going to do that to each other. You can save that at home when you all are, you know, just between the two of you, but not here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So you say you work about 20, 30 hours a week.
Yes, ma'am.
How much money do you make?
$15 an hour, so a couple of $1,000 a month.
Griffith Jr. argues that paying child support is unsustainable due to his $15 per hour part-time job. However, his father quickly brings up a critical detail. His son recently settled a lawsuit for $122,000. Judge Vonda, clearly unimpressed by the lack of transparency, demands an explanation. She questions Griffith Jr.'s claim that he used most of the money for braces and other expenses. This revelation significantly changes the case, as the judge now prepares to determine an appropriate child support amount based on the windfall.
I think there's something, if I may, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I think there's something that, in case he doesn't volunteer it, he has just recently got a settlement through a lawsuit. And that's the main reason. At $15 an hour, I wouldn't have brought him to court. Because it wouldn't have been worth the...
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. I could definitely see why he did not want to bring you to court for $15 an hour. So he's not very truthful, obviously, because he's looking at me with his mouth open like he is so confused.
He's just mad because it's my car.
Well, you know what?
Admit it.
Sir, I'm upset at the fact that when I ask you why you were not providing any financial support, you try to give me this sob story about $15 an hour. And you have a settlement. Let me ask your dad, because I don't think I'm going to get too much honesty out of you. How much is this settlement?
Well, my understanding is that his portion of it, I guess after legal fees and all, was about $100,000.
$100,000?
Oh, man. Come on.
You think it's funny? You think this is funny? You think it's a game?
I think it's funny.
You think it's funny?
Yes.
Why? Because you got more than that? You want to tell me you got more than that?
No.
So why is that funny? You're not.
I don't have $100,000.
So you didn't. So your father's not being honest about the settlement.
Well, I may have gotten it, but I don't have it anymore.
Okay, so
I got braces, man.
It does not cost. Excuse me, sir. What type of crazy do you think I am? It does not cost $100,000 for braces.
I got a couple other things too. I mean, there might be some left.
Okay, and you didn't bring that to court with you, did you? To show the proof of that? Yes or no?
In my name.
Did you bring any documents to court to show that you are not in possession of this money? You didn't, did you? No, you didn't. Actually, you did. Your dad turned in your settlement judgment. You actually got a settlement for $102,000.
A while back.
Using the $122,000 settlement as a basis, Judge Vonda determines Mr. Griffith Jr.'s child support obligation. She sets his monthly payment at $1,881.41, which includes the children's health insurance premiums. She clarifies that under Texas law, settlements and other financial assets may be considered income for child support calculations. After initially downplaying his financial situation, Mr. Griffith Jr. is now faced with a substantial legal obligation. Meanwhile, the grandfather expresses relief and gratitude as the judge finally holds his son accountable.
I guess blowing that money off made you lose your memory, huh? So what we're getting ready to do is make you pay child support to your dad. I'm glad that you think it's a joke, because we're not about to joke, and I want to see that same smile on your face when I read these numbers out to you on how much you're going to pay on child support. Okay, so at $102,000, I have your gross at $8,500, which brings your net to a total of $6,525.63. Okay. Health insurance. Who pays health insurance?
I do, Your Honor.
How much is health insurance?
$250 a month.
$250. So we're going to make you reimburse that to your dad for health insurance. Okay. So as I was saying, net $6,525.63. That would bring your child support before the reimbursement to $1,631.41. Did you need to write it down? $1,631.41 plus $250 would be $1,881.41, your monthly obligation. And I gave you credit for both kids.
I make $2,000 a month.
Okay, but you also have a settlement for $102,000. And I'm deeming that income because under Texas law, I have the right to do that. Okay. So your child support is not going to be set at $15,000. I mean, I'm sorry, at based on $15 an hour. Because I'm sure you spent the $15 an hour getting those braces, not that $102,000. It's not going to work.
I'm afraid, Your Honor, he has spent a lot of the rest of that too. I think that's the reason he's hawing about.
Well, you know what, sir, and it's fine if he did, because he has to be able to give you $1,800 a month in child support. Otherwise, you'll have far more serious issues. Okay?
Right.
Anything further?
Well, I love my grandchildren, but I've told him along the way, once he hooked up with the lady he married, that he had all the fun, so it's been his responsibility to help take care of them. This is the first time he's ever had to pay up.
Well, and I thank you for bringing him to court and making him responsible, sir.
Okay.
If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Sure. Take Visa. This is great, man.
The video then transitions to an instructional segment where Judge Vonda explains how Texas law permits settlements and other assets to be factored into child support decisions. She emphasizes the importance of honesty and integrity in court proceedings and reinforces that a financial windfall does not absolve a parent from their obligations. The segment ends with a call to action, inviting viewers to subscribe for more courtroom insights. This case serves as a powerful reminder that legal responsibilities to support one's children extend beyond regular income and can include unexpected assets like lawsuit settlements.